Hey guys, so we have some information on some things that we can expect to see as part of the Legends 6.0 update dropping after the 12-hour maintenance tomorrow. It is still possible that they do announce a unique equipment for a Legends Limited character. What I'll do is I'll record this part of the video first. They've dropped a bunch of information here. And I'll probably wait around an hour to release this, and if they don't show anything else on social media, then I'll just drop the video. But if they do show us that there's like a preview for a unique equip or something like that, you know how sometimes they tweet out like, oh, a certain character is getting a unique equip or whatever. If they do that, I'll add that on to the end of this video, but if not, then I'll just post this video as is. But the first thing here, not specifically related to the update itself, but we are getting a Zenkai for the blue Android 18. Let me actually pull her details up. This is a pretty big deal because this is going to be the first ever, well, full Zenkai, I guess we should say. The first ever full Zenkai for blue LF Android 17. So this 18 actually has a really good Z ability. 35% to Universe Survival Saga or Android Strike and Blast defense, and then 15% to Universe Survival Saga Strike Attack. Now, obviously, Blue 17 is more of a Blast character, but this is still going to be a really good Z ability to pair up with her Zenkai ability. They don't mention what her Zenkai ability is. They could be the ultimate trolls and make her... I guess they can make her Zenkai ability Blue Girls. That would be probably the dumbest thing they've ever done if they do that. So I would put the chances of that probably at less than 1%. Probably just going to be Universe Reps as her Zenkai ability, Blue Universe Reps, which would not only affect Blue 17, but it would also affect Goku and Frieza. And I actually think this Z ability plus Zenkai ability combo will be better for Goku and Frieza because it's more of a strike-based, slightly more strike-based Z ability. And Goku and Frieza are a strike-based character, but this is going to be the first real Zenkai buff for Blue 17. Previously to this, his only Zenkai buffer was the free-to-play Blue 21, who doesn't even give a full Zenkai buff because she's a free character. So this is pretty important for that, and I'm glad that we're finally getting that. Do I think Blue 17, like, let's just open the thing here, Universe Rep. Do I now think all of a sudden that Blue 17 is going to become some juggernaut behemoth character? No. I think he'll be solid, or I think he right now is solid with his unique equip, one of the better unique equips they've ever designed, I think. But I don't think he's going to be, you know, standing toe-to-toe with, like, the Daima team and really, you know, going at it with them. I think he'll just be a pretty solid character, which is good considering he's 2.5 years old now with no Zenkai, so... All right, so we got that coming out tomorrow, and that will be, again, after maintenance ends, so it'll be a little bit later than normal, of course. And then we can get into some of the actual updates we're going to be getting tomorrow. Some of this stuff we had already known about, and some of it we have not. This one we already did know about. This just kind of shows the difference between the loading of the before and after the update is out, which we... Actually, I don't think I showed this in the video yesterday. There is some new OST in here as well, but I'm going to mute this. So this is of course after the update, this is before the update, and this is a good comparison between how the loading changes, the loading times change between the pre and post updates here. So it's going to be much faster, of course. We can see the loading bar start filling up really quickly, but the thing for me is the amount of time it actually takes in between menus. So you see how it went from the loading or from the login screen to the home screen super quickly, and they also changed the loading icon. By the way, it's no longer connecting. It's like this little dragon radar thing. It's pretty cool, I think. But the actual the screen, right? So if you take a look at the old one, there's the connecting. It has to go across the screen a few times, then it flashes to loading, and then it shows the home screen. And that's going to be a thing I think just we see a lot between different menus in the game, not just between the login screen and the home screen. It's going to be between all the different menus as well. It's going to be much faster. So that, of course, is a good quality of life change. Then we have the new souls. So let's just read what they say here. Powering up characters just got easier with the newly introduced boost souls. They will be replacing the souls used up until now. You can use them for equipment upgrades and arts boosts. Get hyped for the update. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure still how this is going to work. It looks to me that there's still going to be levels to these souls, right? These are clearly new souls, but there is a star under them, which would indicate that there's going to be 2-star souls, 3-star souls, 4-star souls. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to be different than the system we already had, but this is just going to be one of those things where we're going to wait for the update to actually drop and be live, and then we'll just check it out in game. But yeah, this is the new Soul system. Again, just initial glance doesn't really look too much different, but we'll see. All right, this is probably one of the most exciting parts about this update for me. It's not a huge change, but it is something that I think a lot of people have been requesting for a long time. Claiming mission rewards just got smoother. Before, you had to claim them one by one, but after the update, you'll be able to claim them in a batch. So there is actually now an accept all missions button here. Let's just take a look and see what the animation looks like. So as you can see, I believe what this red dot is this red dot represents missions that you can claim from each of these subcategories. So there's missions that are completed in here, and there are missions that are completed here. Previously, what you needed to do is you needed to go into each subcategory. So for Z missions, you have missions that are completed inside the Z mission subcategory. You had to open the Z mission subcategory and then accept all missions. You had to back out, go into the 7th anniversary countdown adventure mission subcategory, accept all missions, and you had to do that for each subcategory. But now I think what the change is you don't have to now individually go into each subcategory. You can just click accept all, and it's going to take everything from all the subcategories at once. So that is going to save a bunch of time. Yeah, these are, I mean, everything is renewed. Like the animations of actually claiming the missions tells you how many missions were accepted. There's probably even going to be like some kind of change log that shows you which missions you cleared somewhere. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, everything here is new and different. So that's cool. I think that is a very good change. And I know there are a lot of players that have been requesting that for many years at this point. So that's good to see. Next, we have the new title screen, which this is the first time they're showing this to us. After the update, the game's title screen will have a fresh new look. Enjoy the new Legends feel. Get ready for the update. And it does look very good, actually. I will show this here. This is, you know, the main login screen here. We got Cell, Vegeta, and Goku, and then we have Frieza, 17, and Broly. I love how this game just somehow manages to get 17 into, like, everything. I actually think there's a bigger bias to 17 than Gohan. Like, Gohan and 17 are like neck and neck with how much bias those characters have, I think, amongst the Legends developers. Gohan not being on here is pretty surprising to me, but I'm actually not surprised. Like, dude, they could have put like Boo on here. They could have put Goku Black on here. Jiren could have been on here. They could have put Gohan instead. Why is this 17 on here? I think what probably happens is there's probably a variety of characters that could show up here. I don't think it's going to be like these 6 characters every single time. I think what's going to happen is, as you guys know, the way the title screen works right now, the login screen, title screen, whatever, the way it works right now is you can get different combinations of characters. You have 2 characters who are like facing off with each other. It's going to be like Cooler versus Super Saiyan Goku, or Vegito Blue, you know, versus like UI Goku. This is probably similar, where it's like, oh, instead of 17, maybe you got like Piccolo, or instead of Vegeta, maybe you got Gohan. I saw some people making comments about, oh, why is Cell fighting with the good guys over here? I think these are just random. I don't think it's always going to be these 6 characters. I mean, I don't know. We have to actually see what the title screen looks like and how it and reload it a few times, I guess, for us to actually confirm that. But because this 17 really doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Why is he here? But this definitely does look very cool. I wouldn't really expect these arts to make an appearance in the game. We never had any of the previous title screen character renders as obtainable cards in the game or arts in the game at all. So probably just here for the title screen. But this title screen does look very good, and it just gives a fresh feeling, I think, to the game. But yeah, that is the new title screen. And I believe that is it. So yeah, we just have this over here. With the new UI, you can now choose between white and black backgrounds. There's the cool new white or the familiar black design. The choice is yours. Check it out after the update. The one, I guess, point of criticism that I have for the white background here is when you're actually going through the menus, and I don't know if the actual menu like layout or theme will change between the white. I think the backgrounds are like the white and black backgrounds, I think, are just for like the actual backgrounds. Like, I don't think when you're going through the menu tabs or whatever. I don't think it's going to actually change anything. The white can be very bright. The white can be like when I'm on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, I'm obviously using, you can see the dark mode right here. And that's usually what I use for like YouTube. And I think the dark mode for just most websites are, that is probably, I think, the most popular theme that people use to browse websites, whether it's between like a very bright white background or just like a soothing dark background that doesn't burn your retinas when you look at it. I think most people choose the darker one just because it's easier on your eyes. So I will see what it ends up looking like, but there are, I mean, we go back to like the menu, except like this is pretty bright. Right? I don't know. It's also going to depend on like your phone brightness and things like that, but you can obviously adjust this, I believe. So we'll see. But those are some of the things we should expect to see in the update tomorrow. Just wanted to make sure you guys were updated on everything that they showed here. Once again, if they decide to do a preview for a unique equipment for a Legends Limited character, I will be adding that onto the end of this video. But if they don't do that, then I'll just upload the video as it is right now. Let me know what you guys think of what they've shown off about the update so far. I will just remind you guys, they have mentioned that this update is going to be essentially rolling out throughout the duration of the anniversary. So I wouldn't expect absolutely everything that they have planned to be dropped tomorrow. This is going to lay the foundation for the game moving forward, the future of the game. It's going to rework a lot of the framework that the game is built on. And over the course of the anniversary, we'll see a bunch of changes, a bunch of updates, maybe things like the battle UI being changed. Definitely, I would expect like new summon animations. I know I meme about that a lot. Oh, they're definitely adding new summon animations. Like I actually legitimately think we are going to be getting new summon animations for the anniversary. We're going to be getting probably some pretty crazy new mechanics for the characters for the anniversary. All those things will happen, but this update, the main functionality of this update is to get ready to release those things in the near future. So that's what I would keep in mind as we get this one. But so far, a lot of these changes look very good. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.